G'day all, welcome to Ghost Hunters Brisbane. It has come to my attention that the most scariest night of Troy and my life investigating isn't actually on YouTube. It is on our Facebook page. It was at Redlands Cemetery. I won't explain too much what happens as I don't want to ruin the video for you. But what I've had to do is get a screen recording from my phone, do a few things with editing and so forth to try to get the sound a lot better for you guys. Now, this upload, it was uploaded on the 5th of February 2021. So, I don't know, 4 years ago, over 4 years ago. By the sounds of the way we were talking, we were there on the 2nd of February 2021. So I don't know why it hasn't been put on on our YouTube channel. If you really want to see the original footage, jump on our Facebook page, which we don't do anything with. But I will show the footage of what was saved, the best way of putting it. At the beginning of the video, we explain what had happened throughout the entire night, even before we even left for the investigation, all the way up until on the way home, I believe. So what I've done is put the first video you'll see is just Troy and I explaining what happened and why there's not much footage. The only footage we did manage to save was everything up at the gazebo. We didn't get any footage whatsoever down the back where all the action actually happened, where we were actually terrified to go down there. We were so scared to go down there. It's unbelievable. We've never felt that way in our 8 years. We had, at that point, 8 years we'd been doing it. We'd never felt like this before, and we just knew something was wrong. When we got there, Troy Troy was starting to act really weird. He did something that is actually caught on camera. He did something that he's never ever done in 8 years, and it just confused the hell out of me. I was worried about him. I've decided to upload everything that I could. I do apologise for the sound. Again, it was 4 years ago, sorry, and video quality isn't the greatest, but you can definitely see everything that's going on, and the sound obviously was recorded with my phone and had to be transferred onto the computer to upload to YouTube. I'm just going to show you guys everything that we have, and I hope you enjoy it. We've been there a few times, and it's up the top. It's so pleasant. It's lovely up there. Made contact with a man named Barry. I was talking to him, and as I walked away, I basically said, I've got to go out and have a look at the rest of this cemetery. This was the first time we actually went there. And I felt, as I took a step away, I felt a tug on the back of my shirt. And every time I've gone there, I've gone to say hello to him. After this night, that when we were attacked, absolutely nothing's happened. It is, pardon the pun, but it is dead there. It's like everybody's gone. It's, I don't know, I can't describe. It's just like going home. You feel safe. It's somewhere you feel safe. I feel, yeah, it's just, sorry, but it's just really weird the way we feel when we go there. We know nothing's going to happen, but before that, up the top was lovely. Down the bottom, we'd always had a bad feeling about it, but we always went down there without a hesitation. What you're about to see is the only footage we have of the night. We were absolutely terrified going ghost hunting. So I hope you enjoy it. G'day all, welcome to Ghost Hunters Brisbane. We're here at Redlands Cemetery again. I just want to tell you about what happened last time we were here. I got this phone call, what was it, 3 days ago? Yeah, from Troy, saying he had a nano nap, and he woke up. He rang me and told me about this terrifying dream he had. We were right here, and during the investigation, we walked down the back. And the shed that you've probably seen in past videos, we were investigating that.
And I'm just going to try to make this quick. And then we walked down to the back of the cemetery, where we started hearing a scream or something, was it?
Sounded like a young girl scream, but then ends up in like a old woman's yell. So it started off like a really high-pitched scream, but turned into like halfway through it just changed into like an old woman's yell.
Mm.
So very haunting.
Then Troy said, "We got to get out of here." So we started walking out, and apparently what I described to him in the dream was like somebody grabbing my ankles and just pulling backwards on my ankles, and I just landed flat on my face. And he said it was the most horrific dream he's ever had. And so we decided to come here that night, 3 days ago. Now, before we even got out of the car, we had an absolutely horrible feeling about this place. It took us, 20 minutes just to get out of the car, and we drove down the back there just to have a look at everything. We had never been so nervous, scared. That was a better way of putting it. Never been so scared to do an investigation.
On the way here, I had like a splitting headache, paranoid, sick feeling, like a really bad nerves feeling. It's just this really bad gut feeling I had about this place. And we've been here many times. We've never felt anything like this before.
No, yeah, exactly. Now, this is where it actually gets weird. When we finally got into where we are now in the gazebo, we always had this feeling we were being watched. I was standing just over there to my right, a rock, a little pebble got thrown at hit right there on my ankle, on the back of my ankle. And eventually, what was that? I swear I just heard a growl. Anyway, eventually we worked up the courage to go down the back. We went down the back. Ironically, as we walked past the shed, we heard a bang. So we started heading towards the shed. I said to Troy, we're actually reenacting your dream. We're about to investigate the shed. He sort of looked at me going, oh shit, we are too. Sure enough, we walked down the back. And what had happened?
I sat down there for a little bit. Clayton was up looking around the graves, just probably 20 feet away from me. And I was sitting there talking, and for some reason I was starting to get a bit agitated and encouraging whatever was down the back to come closer, and I could hear footsteps. But they were slowly, over time, getting closer and closer. So I stood up and kind of freaking out a little bit. But all of a sudden, it started getting really, really close. So I said to Clayton, look, we got to get out of here because I really don't like the feeling down here. So we started walking back. And some reason, in the video, you're able to hear something whack the side of my shoe, and my shoe hit my other foot. So my right foot hit my left foot. I landed flat on my face, dropped the camera, the camera fell, hit the side of my face on the ground, hurt my arm, my leg, and
broke
my screen. The screen on my phone cracked, and we just up and left, and just felt like we could hear footsteps right behind us as we were walking back up to the gazebo part or to the car, and
we were too scared. We were actually scared to be in here that night. Troy said, "Oh, do you want to do an outro?" I said, "Hell no. Let's get the hell out of here." Oh, yeah, good idea, he said.
There was also a full moon that night too, so which kind of heightened everything. But at one point of the night, I ended up going towards the chair where the kids' graves were.
Before that, you've got what you heard in your head, those kids.
Oh, those kids. Yeah. As soon as we got out of the car, I heard those kids. And then there was another thing that yelled in my head. Something yelled in my head as we got up here. I can't remember what it was, but for some reason, Clayton had the camera and he was talking around here.
I will put that video up too.
We've got it?
Yeah, I got that one.
I just up and left and walked over to the chairs and sitting there. And I was sitting there. I was kind of like dazed out of it, kind of thing. I was just sitting there, torch off, and no camera on it, I don't think. And that's right, you had the camera.
Yeah, I had the camera.
And I heard this rustling behind me, and I kind of looked back, nothing there. So I sat there for a bit longer, and all of a sudden you hear this, like a really loud right behind my ear. I just up and walked off. Like, yep, nope, nope. But then I got home. I sent Clayton 2 or 3 videos from that night, and then I had the videos downloading overnight to Facebook. My phone must have done an update or something, and it turned off during the night. And by the morning, I tried to find the videos. There's no sign of it being on there, and somehow all of my videos, I mean, everything was just gone out of my gallery. So I checked in recycle bin, nothing there. All my videos were gone, so we couldn't post it all up because everything just got deleted out of my phone.
Yeah. What else has actually happened? On the way here, something was in the middle of the road. Apparently, I hit it.
Yeah, that's right. It
Yeah.
looked like a duffel bag, but I don't know what it was. It's too round.
And
though.
I didn't even see it. And
It wasn't there on the way back.
Yeah, it wasn't there on the way back. Troy only saw it just before I hit it. But I had high beams on at that stage, so something that's unexplainable to us.
Oh, and also after I got tripped, you started vomiting.
Oh, yeah, the vomiting, yeah. I was fine. We had I think we may actually have... No, we watched the video after we got to your place, that's right. We did do an outro, and we watched the video as well. I was fine. I had the camera at the stage. This is after Troy fell. I had the camera. You can hear me talking normally. Then all of a sudden, you hear me saying, Troy, take the camera, take the camera. Next thing you know, I'm over in the corner, heaving my guts up. No idea why. As soon as I got out of the graveyard, bang, I was fine. Didn't feel like being sick. No nervousness whatsoever.
K2s were going off in the car.
Oh, K2s were going mad in the car. I had one on my lap. I think I may have done a video on. Yeah, I did do a video when we stopped at Roadworks. Troy had one on his leg. I had mine on my leg, and I was just videotaping while we were stationary. And I'll post that video up too. And yeah, it was just absolutely horrid.
I didn't touch that.
I didn't touch it either. I'm scratching my leg. That's why I left it up. Sometimes it's pushed down. As you can tell, I've been up there for a long time, and all of a sudden it just shuts, especially when we're talking about this sort of stuff. So yeah, unfortunately we've got no video from that, and don't know what happened to it, and it was the most exciting yet scariest night of our life.
I would say life, but...
Well, of our hunting life.
Yeah.
I've never been so scared in my life. And that was before we even got here. We just had uneasy feeling. We nearly didn't come because we felt that uneasy.
It's kind of like I didn't want to come, but I had to, kind of thing. And I said to Glenn, we're going to get some amazing paranormal activity tonight, which we did. And we could hear like screaming, growling, we
Voices,
all that was happening just in that night.
me throwing up,
It would have been
getting tripped.
It would have been amazing footage.
Oh yeah,
But
that's for sure.
somehow it just all disappeared.
You would have even got those footsteps on there.
Footsteps,
Because
yeah.
I walked away when Troy had that seat all the way down the back with the bush behind. He was sitting in that seat, and I'd probably walked 5 or 6 meters away from him just to give him a little bit of breathing room, sort of thing. And that's every time I walked away, he would hear that rustling or the walking. You even heard running at one stage too. Yeah.
The first lot was running, and then it kind of like stopped, but then it kind of like crept forward, kind of thing, and it did that about 2 or 3 times until I started walking away.
Then you started antagonising it.
Yeah.
And that's when it decided to trick me. And broke my phone.
But I didn't even mean to antagonize. I wasn't even realising that's what I was doing. I thought I was talking to it.
Yeah,
I was starting to get like this annoyed feeling inside me. It's like this thing is really starting to get on my nerves, kind of thing.
And your tone of the voice sort of had changed. I didn't mention that, but it did change. It's sort of if you're gonna do something, do it. That's the sort of voice.
And I normally would not talk like that to spirits.
No,
it's just not what I'm about.
Yeah,
we always made a big thing about we respect the spirits and things like that. Just respect the paranormal in general. But somehow, for some reason, I just really was getting that annoyed with it, telling it to do something, and when it did, well,
We nearly ran out of there. I don't think anything else happened. So pretty much what he dreamt came true, except for the fact that I didn't fall over, Troy fell over. That's a weird thing. If he has a dream again, we're going to put something up. We'll put it up that night. That's how bad it was. We don't usually put up videos that night of the investigation.
yeah, we usually at least have a look through.
Yeah, and we wanted to get that up, show you guys what was going on that night. So when you wake up and if you want something to watch, you could watch that really cool video.
Yeah.
That unfortunately got wiped. So, yeah, so we just thought we'd share that with you guys. So we're going to start another investigation now. So,
We're not sure how tonight's going to go because neither of us have that kind of feeling.
well, I had a feeling earlier being
Yeah.
watched, but it's gone now. So I don't know what's going on.
But who knows what could happen when we go down the back there, so
Yeah,
it'll
exactly.
be interesting.
Well, I heard, as I said, through this, I heard a growl. I don't know if that was a car going past, but or just a growl that I heard.
Oh, we did hear a voice before. Not like we got here.
We're going to head up that way and have a look. We'll take the K2s and maybe a cap or something like that, but we'll have a look tonight. So yeah, unfortunately we can't show you. So yeah, we just thought we'd share that with you guys. So thanks for watching. Okay, we're just putting the camera up over to where we just heard a noise, sort of a scrape and a noise. So we're just going to sit in silence for a little bit. What was it? It's sunk to the ground. I'm not even too sure if I want to go for a walk by myself.
Yeah, right. You got to do it though, unfortunately. Definitely something weird down that way.
Shine a torch. You got a torch. You just shine on my right. I don't know if it's a bug or something. Just for that.
Not doing right.
Yeah, I noticed that. Just like something was just touching my hair on my leg.
I think once we start heading down there.
You've got to build up the courage to get down.
Still feels so lightheaded, eh?
Mm-hmm. Troy's K2 is still going off in the background. I got someone's in my hand. Oh, here. Down there. When did it go on the ground? Where are you going? You right? This is very unusual for Troy just to get up and walk away. I'm going to keep an eye on him. He's sitting down in the chair over there, doing lights out by himself. We're just going to stop this one and start again. Troy's on his way back. Hey. Hang on. Camera.
Something just ran right up behind me. Just ran right behind you.
Why? Because as I said to the camera, it's very unusual for you to do that, to just get up and walk.
Well, I'm sitting here, my head was this headache. And just had the urge just to go over there. I heard rustling in the tree,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty much putting it down to bats.
Yeah.
But then I heard this right up behind me. And then I turned my torch, looking, couldn't see anything. And as soon as I put my torch back around, I was sitting there like listening. All of a sudden, it just right up behind my back and up and over.
Holy crap. I just started recording and I felt a touch on my pants inside thigh just after I started recording. But that's nothing compared to what you just heard.
My heart's pounding right out of my chest.
I can understand that.